Hi, it's Nettura. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be things that have kept me alive. Oh, fuck my knee, man. Happy new motherfucking year. How was the end of year for you guys? Wasn't so cool for me. It was quite shit, actually. I had a massive mental breakdown. Like at the last week of December, basically, I had an aggressive, massive mental breakdown. Like probably, I think, the second worst one of the whole year, I think. They're quite seasonal. Like every 4 months or so, I'll have like a massive mental breakdown to the point where I have like an ego death. I have to rebuild myself from scratch. I have to aggressively get myself into the mindset of like what I'm living for and why I'm even fucking alive doing this and what the point even is of like just me fucking being alive, to be honest. Right after that one, I did a thing that's really unhealthy for myself, and I stumbled even more into like what the fuck even is the point in my life, and I started getting a little passively suicidal all over again, to be honest, and that wasn't fucking fun. And then right after that, I found out that we are having problems with our landlord and his wife, so it just felt like a fucking curse, to be honest. Like every fucking aspect of my life crumbling and going down. All in the span of 2 days, I think. Yeah, it was pretty much the span of 2 days. I started out the year, well, ended it and started out really pretty lonely because I kind of just like was emotionally forced, kind of to spiritually maybe as well, forced to push everyone away and to hard super introvert maxing and to strictly focus on myself and my boyfriend, because just like I wasn't seeing anybody else worth the effort, worth my energy, because I mean, that's what I got out of them, eh? It's not like I made the assumption, but it's just like, that's literally what I got. So, you know, I can't really blame myself for that. So I started out a year kind of lonely and feeling like, what the fuck even is this for? What am I doing here in this life? What am I even like doing this YouTube thing for, to be honest? And yeah. It's quite a little something. And then I got with a little bit of encouragement from my boyfriend and me just like looking at my subscriber count going up and people commenting on my stuff and stuff like that, and I felt a bit more what do you call it, encouraged, yeah, to keep going and stuff. And I'm kind of like in the process of rebuilding my self-concept and my identity, I guess, of what I'm fucking doing in my life, because I got over the building the identity of who I am. I don't know if it's just being 20 that you just like know who you are now. You're not a teenager anymore, discovering your style, discovering, you know, whatever, how you want to live your life. It's like I know how I want to live my life. I know what I want to look like and present myself as. I know my values, I know my interests, I know what I want to do with my life. But it's like that I know what I want to do in my life part that is still like forming and crumbling and forming and crumbling. I'm in that part of the ego death in my life currently right now. So I'm pretty sure that's a being 20 thing. Yeah, I'm fucking going through it, man. I want to thank every single one of you for supporting me this year. It was incredible. I can't believe that I finally started a YouTube channel again after the disaster that was 2 years ago. But I'm very grateful. I just realized that I put my phone the other way around than I usually did, so I'm gonna look a little different, I think. Extremely extensively fucking grateful that I have you guys and that I have myself to provide things for myself and for you guys, you know? It's like, well, I'm carrying most of it here, and I'm so grateful for myself to have the backbone and the responsibility to do that, I guess, and the creativity as well. And also the time of day to dedicate a huge chunk of my life into coming up with things and making points or scripts at times, and or just fucking rambling on the spot and doing my makeup and dressing up and editing and posting and doing my fucking thumbnails and my descriptions and stuff, and yeah, making my fucking music, creating my music, writing my book. Oh yeah, I've been writing a book for like, I don't know, 9 months now? No, it's a bit less. Since like May, I think. I had like a really short demo of the book written when I was 16 years old, but somebody that the laptop belonged to, because I didn't have a laptop, scrapped my work. But eventually I managed to recover my lost work, and guess what? I fucking lost it again. I lost it myself this time, so I was like, okay, it's a sign, you know, I should just start again and fuck everything I wrote when I was 16, because it was probably incoherent, stoned ramblings anyway, so I should start again sober this time. I've been in the process of doing that, though pretty sparsely, because the thing about me is that, like, I spent 5 whole days, like, just sleepless, chain smoking cigarettes, writing and typing. And then I abandon it for like 6 months, and then I come back, and then I abandon it, and then I come back, and then I abandon it. And I'm very like to out with writing, to be honest, with writing like actual pieces rather than, you know, just observing or like writing how I feel. This is like a book, you know. I'm not just like, oh, I feel this way, you know, how everything makes me feel, and this is the, you know, Lana Del Rey-ness. That's I can do that every day. I don't need to think for that one, really. But the actual sitting and coherently, philosophically fucking typing, and English isn't my first language, so just like making sure and fact checking the words that I'm using, like, is this the one that I'm trying to say, you know, is this the thought I'm meant to portray in this moment, and all of that, you know, fact checking and Google and synonym for this, because I don't know the fucking other word in English, but I know like 5 of them in my language, and I'm writing it in English, you know. Not many people speak my language in the world, and the few that do are very old-fashioned, extremely hardcore Christian, but like the toxic way, the insults everything you do because it's not biblical enough, and it's my culture is very like that, you know. And obviously there are people like me that are from my country, and some of you are actually watching me, so like, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Grazie ħafna nafrislakom ħafna wkoll. Literalment nista' nemmen li intkom qegħdin hawnhekk ukoll, intkom Maltin miegħi qegħdin hawnhekk tarawni. That's fucking crazy. Like, bitcha mill-nies li jarawni attualment huma minn Malta, u literalment ix-xokk ta' ħajti tuna Malta. Like, mhux l-ikbar demografika, ma forsi r-raba jew xi ħaġa. Literalment ix-xokk li nieħu. U l-isma xokk nagħmel. Fuck, I feel like I'm being stalked. But then I take a step back and I'm just like, fuck, this is like really cool. Hey guys, hey, kif aħna. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, it's like a whole process thing going on. But anyways, I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you so fucking much for supporting me, and I love you so much. Thank you to all my subscribers. I know it's like not much in the grand scheme of things, but for me, like every time I wake up to more subscribers or to more views on my video or to comments or stuff like that left on my stuff, I feel really fucking excited, like immensely fucking excited. And I not only smile when I get up and jump and I'm like, oh my god, my video got more views, or oh my god, I get a new subscriber, you know. So yeah, I'm really fucking grateful for you guys. I got inspired to make this video by Dorian Bridges, which goes by Of Herbs and Altars on this platform. I've been a very loyal subscriber to them for a pretty long time now. They were actually the, what do you call it, wake-up call to me that, trigger warning, I was deadly anorexic, and I would not have known without their videos actually that hey, you're gonna die of starvation like fucking soon if you don't stop. Hey, wake up bitch, we need to eat. So again, I have major fucking respect to them and to everything they do and all of their content and their creativity and being a fellow god, of course. And yeah, their books as well. I'm very inspired by a YouTuber who's an author, and not a bullshit one, but an actual very passionate writer and author who takes their craft extremely seriously and stuff like that. And I wish that in the future I would be able to support them by buying their books. Things that have kept me alive. So a little backstory about me. I have escaped being killed a couple of times. I never really counted them, to be honest, because it's quite a morbid thought, if I may. So yeah, and on top of that, I have personally tried to end my life, like attempts, not like near attempts, but maybe like attempts, about 12 times. Near attempts where I didn't end up trying, it's probably in the fucking hundreds, if not thousands, to be honest. So basically my worst fucking fear, basically a fucking cockroach, guys. And I don't know if I like that or hate that. I think I hate the comparison, but I love my fighter spirit or whatever. I'm like hashtag resilient, hashtag fortitude, king of wands and all the shit, right? Not sure if it was my first attempt or my second or my third. One of the the fact that I have so many fucking attempts to be like, the start of my journey of trying to off myself off of this planet, one of the first ones, I was actually saved by my cat. Yeah, my cat, who's dead now, so tribute to her. I live on all because she saved me. And basically I was trying to like go through the artery and like knock myself out, but that doesn't, you know. And the moment that a lot of blood started gushing out from the veins surrounding the artery, this one specifically actually, which is why I also started tattoo journey on here, because it's the place that I attack the most. So I didn't want to ruin my tattoos, and I also wanted like feel a little bit of pain and sting for one last time, you know. But yeah, anyways, when like a lot of blood started coming out and I was getting like freakishly aggressive going on the artery to the point where blood was like about to come, I was like literally about to hit it with a fucking thing, you know. My cat started meowing and meowing and like, not meow, no, I mean like screaming, fucking meowing. And by the way, nothing was wrong. She wasn't hungry. You know, her litter box was available. You know, she could go anywhere. She wasn't locked. Like nothing was wrong with her. Like no fucking ghosts in the house. Didn't see anything. You know, there was nobody. Like she just came around me and started like scream meowing at me. And that's when I realized, oh, like I stopped, right? I just stopped. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I cleaned myself off. I wrapped myself, and I don't know what the fuck I did with the thing I was going at it with, but you know, removed it from my vicinity to a really annoying place that I wouldn't go for if I impulsively wanted to, you know? And my cat saved me that night, evening. Well, I was quite young. I think I was 12, maybe 12 or 13, something like that. Thanks to her, I'm here. So thank you, my darling. I know you're still with me. I know you're still with me. I hear you sometimes. I've seen you a couple times. Hello, queen. Cat died, and I got extremely close to another cat that we got before the first cat's death. And I got like way closer with her, obviously, since the first cat died. And due to some reasons, I'm not able to live with her anymore. So I don't live with her anymore, but she's still in the family, you know. My cats are people. I consider them people, to be honest, that have kept me alive the most, I think, pretty much. Yeah, they were the first reason for me to live, to keep living, and to make myself somebody in this world, to leave my mark on this world, because I wanted to make them proud. I see them like my kids, right? Have such maternal instincts with cats. I just want to make them proud, and I don't want to disappoint the cat that's a spirit now. I don't want to disappoint her. I want her to feel heard in her encouraging me. So yeah, my cats. That's the first one. And yeah, pretty major, I think. Second reason is that I haven't published a book yet. I'm a writer. I'm a writer, true and fucking true. And yeah, I've had my fair share of attempts of writing beginnings of books. Have finished it. One was scrapped. The other one I'm still working on. I finished only one chapter. Fuck. Finished a chapter this year. I don't know. I think that's a lot for somebody who has a pretty busy life. I kind of do. I'm extremely introverted. Like I don't leave the house unless like I'm gonna be in trouble or starve for not leaving the house, to be honest. But for some reason I have a very fucking busy life for somebody that barely ever leaves the house and who's extremely introverted and does not speak to a singular fucking soul besides my boyfriend, to be honest. This is like at the start of the current book that I'm writing. It's literally the first start of the chapter, but I started writing when I was 12 years old. You know, besides school lessons and shit like that. I started writing, journaling specifically when I was 12 years old. And I decided that I'm quite good. I was quite shit, actually. But for that age, I had a lot of great ideas. Not the execution though. I was 12 and stupid, and English was not my fucking first language. So I did terribly that. I had the ideas, and I still have them to this day, and I think they're fucking cool as fuck. So I just decided that when I'm older, I want to publish my own book. And when I turned 16, I decided that I not only want to publish one, but I want to publish 3 in my life. It looked more if more can happen, but at least I want to do 3 before I die, kind of like 1 before 30 for sure, but 3 before I fucking die, and hopefully I don't die at 30. God, I haven't published my fucking book yet, so I have to stay alive. And once I publish my book, I'm gonna have to publish the second one, so I have to stay alive. And after I publish the second one, I'm gonna have to publish the third one, so I'm gonna have to stay alive. And then after the third one, I will want to publish like 5 instead of just 3, right? So I'm gonna have to stay alive. And it's like, it keeps me looking for the future and planning it out. Third one is wanting to get married. Now, I know that I seem like an extremely eccentric fucking freak, probably. To a lot of you, I do. And that hurts me a little bit. I didn't cry, but I was about to. Every time I get hate comments, not only on YouTube, I don't get too many on YouTube, actually got some, but not too many. But on TikTok especially, from my home country, I got a lot of people calling me a fucking freak. Boys, actually. I had women? A little bit, yeah. But mainly boys actually calling me a fucking freak, off myself, and, you know, a whole fucking shebang that little boys do. And I get very, 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 very sad. But yeah, anyways, I'm a Cancer, guys. I'm very maternal, and I don't plan on having kids because I just don't want to give birth, to be honest. Like, I think I'm cool with the pregnancy stuff. Like, oh, I'm cool. I have to be relaxed and sitting down and like vomiting all the time. Sure, whatever. And being careful with my diet and like stop smoking and all that. Sure, it's gonna be difficult, but you know, sure. But the giving birth part, I'm good. So I feel like I have to pour my maternal instincts into a husband. Or a wife, but I've settled on a husband now, and animals as well. We do have a very, very strong marriage culture in my country, so this is my culture, I guess. I'm very, like, grew up in marriage culture and stuff like that, and honoring your husband and all that. Personally, again, the extreme, you know, honoring your husband part, I'm a bit more liberal than that, but I've always loved the idea. Well, actually, I didn't when I was really young. I wanted to be alone for the rest of my life. But then about like, how old was I? Maybe 17, 18. Then I decided, like, you know what? I actually want to settle down, get married, like, very early in my life. Not early, like 20, but like maybe before 30, you know, something like that. I wanted to settle down, get married, and, you know, purchase a house, do the whole shebang, settle down. And when I had my overdose, actually, when I was I 18 or 17? 17? 18 or so, I don't fucking remember, bitch. Anyways, I was 17 or 18 when I overdosed, and like a fatal one, I mean, not just a one where your body has to like vomit a bunch of shit to get over it, and you have a heart attack thing. But I mean like an actual one where I like had to, you know, resuscitate myself and all that. And my fighting spirit to resuscitate myself as I was like dead was that, cause like my spirit was still alive, you know what I mean? So I was still conscious while my body was like blue and gray and farting everything and just spewing gas and eyes rolling back and my tongue coming out and gas spewing everywhere. Oh, that was quite fucking morbid. It was even more fucking morbid to experience it and see it. And have to come back from that. But yeah, my fighting spirit in that moment was that I have to keep living. I have to live again. Yeah, I've already died now, but I have to live again because I actually fully leave before getting married and settling to a person I love. It wasn't about them loving me back. I wasn't that loving myself stuff in it yet. I was a bit, but not that much self-respect, you know. Now I have more self-respect, and obviously I would love for I have the requirement that they have to love me and respect me equally, if not more, than I love and respect them. But before that wasn't a requirement, funnily enough, but I just wanted to really marry and settle down with somebody that I really loved, and decided that I would accept devoting my life to, because I'm very picky, and I can only do one person at a time, to be honest. I don't like talk to many people at the same time because I'm too autistic for that. It overwhelms me, and you know. Anyways, I feel like, you know, if I'm gonna dedicate my life to humanity and one person specifically, then it's gonna be somebody that I get married to, and I share my house and my animals and my art and my career and my legs to it. And I've really wanted that, and that's what made me come back, to be honest. And to this day, I still have the goal, so I still want to get married, and that keeps me going. Next thing is 1 million subscribers. You have been, if you watch 𝓼𝓾𝓾𝓻 okay, you know what the fuck I'm on about. You have been nominated to subscribe to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button and click the thumbs up on the video and leave a comment supporting me. I aspire to have 1 million subscribers, and it's not, well, I don't think, at least it's about the ego thing. Just like for the security, for the financial security and also the life security part of it, like I have a major thing to fall back on if shit goes wrong, because I don't have the education to pursue like high-paying jobs because I couldn't finish my education essentially. So yeah, I really want to hit 1 million subscribers, and I know I'm gonna hit. I'm realistic enough to know that I'm not gonna hit tomorrow, but it doesn't matter how long it takes me. It doesn't matter if it takes me 20 motherfucking years of posting every week, if not twice a week, on this channel. I don't care how long it fucking takes me. I want to have 1 million subscribers someday in my life, and yeah, that's that really. I want to live for that. Next point is I will not be able to listen to 𝓝𝓮𝓽𝓽𝓾𝓻 in the afterlife. Okay guys, so I'm an avid music enjoyer. Did you know that? I'm sure you know that. After, you know, I have my own music on this channel. I'm sure I like music. But essentially, 𝓝𝓮𝓽𝓽𝓾𝓻 is my favorite artist ever. She's a K-electronic, K-R&B, hip-hop influence, a bit of pop influence, singer, incredible opera singer. She was trained as an opera singer. She's a soprano, but she decided to become a music producer instead of doing the opera stuff, actually. And she has a whole career, and her discography is extensive and fucking incredible. She's my favorite artist of all time. I know, guys, it's not gothic, it's not metal. Like, I'm sorry for disappointing you guys that my favorite artist of all time is not in any of the subcultures that I present myself as. I'm so sorry, but yeah, she's just my favorite artist of all time, and she has really gotten me through a lot, to be honest. And she inspires me a lot, and I've sampled a lot of her stuff on my own personal music because she's just incredible, and I want to recreate it, but in my own way, in my own vision, with my own style, obviously. And she just has the best shit ever, man. I will like link some of my favorite songs by her below. Well, some of my favorite. It will be like all of her songs, to be honest. Well, I'll list like 5 below. If you want to know what I'm on about, then I'll get you into her too. Next one is I love candles. Things that keep me alive. I love candles. Yeah, I'm just an avid candle enjoyer. Not only like for the witchcraft stuff. I'm a more of a fire witch. What do you call it? Pyromancy? Pretty sure it was pyromancy, wasn't it? The witchcraft with the fire and the candles. Yeah, anyways. Not only for the witchcraft stuff, which, by the way, plug, I have a whole video on candle magic. It's very long, and there's everything you could possibly need to know about candle magic. It's on my channel. Go ahead. But I've always loved candles. I love candles. I love seeing the fire sway and dance. I love the wax, just like waiting for it to go to the whole jar, you know, to spread the wet part. Yeah. And then seeing like the wax just move around and hug the flame and go away from the flame and turn around and dance, and fucking love it, man. And seeing the wax just like melting, and yeah, I just really fucking love candles. I love the smell of candles, obviously, but I also love the smell that they leave in a room after you've let it light for like 2 hours or so. Just love smelling that so much. So yeah, love candles. And my next point is my boyfriend. And yeah, I guess a healthy relationship keeps you going without even questioning why you want to keep going. And that was my list, guys. Do you have a list? I didn't continue my story of my suicidality journey, but it was aggressive for a really long time, and I eventually had to stop, you know, because I had college to go to, I had jobs. Couldn't go to jobs with scars on my neck and on my arms and on my thighs and my fucking stomach and fucking everywhere. I couldn't, you know, I had to present myself. And also, oh my god, my first fucking job ever, I had to, first, second, and third, actually, I had to wear these fucking tight ass fucking jeans. And bitch, that is the worst feel. That hurts so much on scars. Like, it just rubs on them and it makes you bleed, and just they're jeans, so it's gonna look like you're bleeding, you know, and it's gonna look like you got your period and you're irresponsible and forgot your pants, and it's just a whole humiliation fucking ritual, to be honest. So I had to stop doing all that, and instead what did I do? I dealt with hard fucking drugs. That helped a lot, but I had to get sober, and I did, and I moved on to the next thing of keeping me alive. Like, there had to be an even stronger thing than drugs, right? And it was my boyfriend, actually, and the life that we have together, and how I saved myself from such a horrible environment that was leading me to this place to begin with. But thing is, like, healing is not linear, all that shit, you know. You get days where you question everything, you get mental breakdowns where your whole self-concept falls apart, you have an ego debt, you have a fucking life debt, to be honest. Everything crumbles in front of your eyes, and, you know, you have to remind yourself all over again and try again and make the list all over again. Writing suicide notes, and again, it depends on the type of person that you are, but personally, it used to help me a lot, actually, to write suicide notes, because it's like, when you are writing a suicide note towards somebody that you love, or for somebody that you love, or at least the closest person to you that lives with you finds it, you're gonna reflect a lot about what led you to get there, right? So writing and writing and writing and reading it back and perceiving how the other person is going to perceive it grounds you in reality a bit and goes like, hey, this is why you're doing this. There's some things you need to solve here, namely this, this, and this, and it makes you go into a problem-solving mode, and then you kind of end up renewing your contract for wanting to be alive. And it helps a lot. So yeah, if it helps you, do that. It helped me. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. My sympathy if you related to this video. If you sympathize with me, I sympathize with you, actually. My big empathies if you empathize with me. And yeah, let's all have a better fucking year, I guess, because God, it started out pretty rough, to be honest. It kind of that I literally, the moment it hit like 1 a.m, I started feeling miserably fucking ill. And last year, actually, on New Year's, I was working, right? I was working like I worked night shifts, so I was working from the 31st throughout the whole like morning of the 1st. So I had to celebrate midnight at fucking work, and I was like doing my job in that moment, so I couldn't like celebrate because I was like, you know, front people were watching me and stuff. And then like right after, when I went to rest, of my 5 minutes of being allowed to rest, I felt so ill. I fainted, I got fever, I started like shivering and fucking nearly seizing, and heart arrhythmia, and I was just like really fucking going through it, man. And that was my New Year, and I literally had to go home and miss out on the rest of my shift being double pay because I was so ill that I couldn't even like be alive in that moment. So yeah, my New Year was horrible, to be honest. But then in the morning, it was better because I celebrated in the morning with my boyfriend, my roommate, and with my roommate's friend. So even though she had some fucking bullshit with us apparently. But it was nice for the moment. Not nice for dealing with it after, but nice for the moment, I guess. Yeah. That's that. Would I say I had a better new year than last year? It was definitely way less eventful, but yeah, better, because I wasn't at a fucking job that I hated. Faced with somebody that I had deep fucking hatred towards, and she hated me so much too. I was dealing with a lot of people last year. Oh my god. I'm so glad they're like out of my life. God. Am I in a better place? I'm in a less eventful place, definitely, in my life, but it's more peaceful. And I value my peace a lot, so that's very nice. I love my introversion, and I get to introvert as much as I want. Oh, well, not exactly as much as I want, to be honest. I would love to eliminate more things out of my life, but and focus on my creations a lot more tunnel vision. But I have to be an adult and be sober and fucking deal with people and stuff. Even though I don't like that because I'm too fucking autistic to deal with people and I hate it and it makes me want to use, but I'm sober and it's not like I want to use. I don't get cravings like randomly. I get cravings when I have like people that I have to deal with that I just know that I literally could cut out of my life. But I don't do it because it would cause a frenzy. And my reputation would be ruined. So that makes me want to use the fact that like I don't have as much free will as I wish as I could practice. I don't have the freedom to use my free will as much as I would like to enforce and practice, to be honest. Yeah. And fuck. I relapsed this year on alcohol. Now, alcohol wasn't my like biggest. I had a couple of phases with alcohol, but it wasn't like my addiction, you know. It kind of was at some point. Well, it was like one of the minor addictions, like a replacement for something else, you know. So yeah, I relapsed quite hard on alcohol, and I did drink like twice or three times, because like a friend came over from a foreign country and whatever, and we had fun and whatever, and I don't count that as relapsing at all. And we went to the club. I went to the club once this year, guys. I don't count that as relapsing. It was just like a fun day, welcoming my friend, whatever. It wasn't a fucking addiction, although I did get fucking hungover and I started getting withdrawals and stuff like that. So that was fucking miserable. I had to deal with fucking withdrawals, bro, for drinking just a little bit for fun. Fuck being an addict. You have withdrawals for fucking everything you touch. That was close fun, but I mean like actual relapses and me dealing with shit in my life and just going to drink every chance I get. And when I'm not drinking, I'm dreaming about drinking and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this time to pass so I could go and get a drink. And yeah, I relapsed on that on my last job, which I have a video about. So it's morbidly titled. It's, yeah, that one. Yeah, I was like drinking at that time. I was drinking very heavily. Not all the time. Like I was drinking at home. I was drinking like after the job, you know, not before, not on my off days, but like right after the job I needed to drink. I did relapse on alcohol, but I didn't use drugs. I didn't I think I've done like a lot of progress. I've done a lot of progress, I'm pretty sure. It has been, but I don't see it, you know, because it's like, yo, you've done a lot of progress, but guess what, bitch? You still don't have a career. Still have a career, you still can buy a house, you don't have a family, you have like, well, I don't want children, but like cats, you know, I don't have cats, I'm not living with cats, and I don't have my family, my animals, my little children, I don't have them. So to me, I still feel like a fucking failure because I don't have the amount of money in my bank account, and I don't have the financial freedom. I don't have a stable upbuilt career. I don't have my little babies, future babies. I don't live in my dream place at all. I'm not away as that I would like to be from certain people. My life I'm forced to keep out of peace of mind. The good thing I have going for me is that I have a YouTube channel, I have you guys, and I also have a boyfriend I'm really happy with, and I have a roof over my head, unlike last year, so... Oh my god, it's like, over now. My 1 year, slightly over, like a week, less than a week over, actually. my 1-year anniversary of having my own roof above my head. Woo! And it's not even my own roof, it's a shitty fucking landlord. But you know, well, I have a temporary home now, so that's cool. I'm not homeless. I have friends. I'm not close with them. Don't speak to them too much, but I have friends. My cat that I'm not with is still alive. I've really strengthened my identity and figured out what I want out of myself, both in the present, in the near future, and in the far future. So I've really like planned out my life and decided and stuff like that. So, you know, that's great. And I started writing my fucking book finally. Well, again, the demo was already done, but scrapped. But I mean, like the actual one that I'm not gonna fucking scrap. I would. It's too good. I'm not gonna impulsively scrap this or forget where I put it or allow anybody to have fucking access to it, because this is just my baby, my legacy, and it's too fucking good. I'm gonna care for this for my life, honestly. I also started painting again this year. I didn't paint at all last year. I had no time. I drew a lot last year. Last year, as in, okay, let's go with the years. 2024, I drew a lot, but I didn't paint at all. 2025, I didn't really draw much. Drew like slight doodled, really didn't really draw much. I think asshole, to be honest. But I've painted a lot, and yeah, I prefer painting than drawing, but also my drawing skills have like severely regressed. But that's okay. My painting has improved a lot, and I'm so happy to be doing it because I just fucking love painting. So yeah, that's all for this video. I think. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Subscribe if you like me. Subscribe if you relate to me. Subscribe if I don't know, you like anything that I talk about on this channel. I would like to keep growing this community. Cheers to my future goals and hopefully my accomplishments. Feel free to let me know how your year past year went, and the comparison to the previous year, and if you sucked more or if it was better. Overall, for me, I think it sucked. It still sucked, but it sucked slightly less, ever so slightly less. But also 2025 was so motherfucking boring. Chop. It was so fucking boring. And again, I used to be a fucking stimulant addict, so guys, I like a fucking troll. Although I'm very keep my peace, very introvert, whatever, but while I'm keeping my peace as an introvert, I like to have my troll personally. But this year was very boring, I guess. And as that, and a lot of shit happened that I didn't want to happen, to be honest. My worst fucking nightmares happened, but at the same time, like, a lot of good stuff happened, and I didn't really think about it outweighing each other. I just went like, bad, good, boring, neutral, cancels each other out, you know. But maybe I should have a more glass half full approach to it. So yeah, I hope your year was better than mine, or at least not too much worse. And cheers to a new year. Do you have any resolutions? What are mine? I didn't really like sit down and make resolutions, but I thought of some. One of them is actually, I'm not gonna give you all of them because some are kind of personal. I also haven't like decided on all of them, but yeah, one of them is I want to grow my hair. And you might be like, well, didn't you fucking cut it in summer? Yeah, I cut it because I had to, because it was like ripping apart, right? It was so fucking damaged and bleached. And I when I was homeless, I actually like, my hair started ripping out, I lost a lot of hair and all that. So, and I had tried to like save it with a lot of treatments and stuff like that, and it just kept ripping and falling apart. So I couldn't really save it, and I just had to do a big fucking chop. And mind you, I still have like the bleached parts are still damaged, but I regained their strength a lot more now. So I did more treatments and cut it so short. Like it was like till my stomach, my hair, I think. Maybe a bit short. No, I think it was like nearly till my stomach. I decided to dye the bleach for green because I just hated the brown and the yellows, and it just cold tones suit me a lot more. So it was like, I was looking but welcome me to be honest. I got over the bleach, okay? So yeah, one of my resolutions is actually to grow my hair as much as I can, to not bleach it, and if I do bleach it, like not more than one motherfucking streak, because I really want to keep the health of my hair. And yeah. What else? To grow this channel is another one, and another one of top. And another one on top of that is to save some good money, not just a little bit. I have a little more, but yeah, personal. Some privacy, not boundaries, guys. I think I'm just like overly caffeinated, to be honest, but we're some clarification today. Grazie ħafna napprezzakom, skużani tal-jinan, għandina kif tgħid. Opinjoni kontra il-mobile m'għandux biżejjed storage biex inkompli neqret, so ġejt neqret fuq il-laptop! Alla li zobi, insomma, għabel ma nibda fucking neqret. Għandina opinjoni kontra il-Maltin jiena speċjalment ħafna iktar gravament mill-ġokelli onestament bħala persuna alternattiva, gotika, mhux kattolika tradizzjonali, nonora l-familja u nadurahom isom Alla, tifhem. Għandi valurina differenti mill-Maltin mhux normali, komuni, maġġoranza tal-popolazzjoni tagħna essenzjalment. Allura ġa kien naqa' opinjoni kontra, mhux kontra l-Maltin, ma kontra l-mentalità ta' dan il-pajjiż tifhem. Imma insomma, wara li dejt il-fucking TikTok, God forsaken fucking please. Literally the only hate comment I've ever fucking gotten on TikTok is from my fucking people, bro. You motherfuckers are supposed to support me, okay? I'm putting content, funny fucking shit. Please. When I come on here and I like do English speaking stuff, I'm not like, I'm a bit more serious. Yeah, I take the piss, you know. I still have my personality, but I feel like when I'm speaking in Maltese, like my personality is just like really raw and out there and aggressively humorous and piss takey, you know. And when I post videos in Maltese on my TikTok, I'm being humorous. I'm being of entertainment because this country is so fucking boring that nothing ever happens. And to find a video in your own language here is just, it has to be in the news or some meme from 20 motherfucking years ago from some fucking TV show. You know, there's not much original stuff, and even Maltese content creators usually they speak in English in most of their stuff, so it's very English internationally tailored. So I try to do my fair share of sometimes doing Maltese videos, like occasionally. Again, it's not my whole account because I don't want, I want a more international reach, you know. Don't want to exclude people from connecting to me just because they don't speak my language or understand it. But, you know, sometimes occasionally I make videos in my language because I just, you know, I'm Maltese and that's my first language, and sometimes I just have some really fucking funny thoughts or story times and I just want to, you know, let out my freak a little bit. And oh my god, the amount of fucking death threats and you're a fucking whore, go back to OnlyFans, fuck you bitch, whore, I want to see you in the ground, dig yourself a grave, and all of the shit that Maltese people tell me makes me just really hate this country, to be honest. And all of this, they were the first video that I posted in Maltese actually went viral. Okay, I got nearly 100,000 views on it. Overnight, I was expecting like nobody to watch that video. To my surprise, I went mega motherfucking viral. And the amount of people that I got calling me a crazy, insane, lunatic ghetto bitch just because I have piercings. Like I wasn't wearing makeup in that video. I was wearing a white fucking t-shirt. I looked very normal, like very fucking average, you know. I have a piercing and another one here and another one here. People were calling me crazy ghetto emo fucking horse slut bitch just because I had piercings and telling me I'm an uneducated loser and I don't deserve to have a mouth and an opinion just because I have piercings. So, you know, this is like what my experience was like just operating in this country, to be honest. And obviously I'm not going into the account of the actual living experiences that I had to live through in this country. In my, not even just in my childhood, but just like being on the fucking street, walking down the fucking street, bitch. Holy shit. Even like, again, looking normal. I don't look too gothic when I go outside because, again, this is how this country is. You will get bullied and hate crimed and shit thrown at you just for not wearing leggings and, you know, for looking different. Like, if you wear makeup, you're a whore, bitch, slut, emo, fucking whore. You just dig yourself a grave. If you wear makeup, that's like how it is in this country. Like, even if it's like normal people makeup, that's still how it is, you know. Piercings is whorish if you're a girl. If you're a guy, it's cool and sexy and oh my god, he's so Lil Peep. If it's a girl, whore, bitch, slut, die, kill yourself in the ground. You know,
this is the way it's like in this country. It's so fucking misogynistic, and just the culture is just the way it is, to be honest. So that's why I have this like opinjoni naqkera, tainted actually tal-Maltin, u għalek nibża naqa meta nara li l-Maltin din jarawni, il-Maltin din jihdu biċċa kbira mill-statistika li jarawni li jikonsumaw il-kontenut tiegħi. Għax nibta nibsa, I'm like, holy fuck, these people are like thinking in their heads that I'm all this shit that people come up with, right? But again, there are people that live in my country that are like me, and as silent as they are, they still exist. So, and some of them aren't silent. Yeah, I just think that we should be creative, and that's okay. We're creative people, and we shouldn't let our the country's closed-minded shithead ass fucking outdated fucking 100 years ago ass fucking mentality stop us from living our dreams and living in our truth and whatever. And shouldn't let that stop me. U literalment bdejt naħseb ukoll bdejt nid-delete, mux delete, jgħalibu namlom only me, tifhem? Narom jina biss neħi mill fuq il-biex paġna tiegħi biex il-videos tiegħi bil-Malti ma jibqawx jiġu ma jibqawx jaraw n-nies u neħi l-assoċjazzjoni tiegħi mal-Maltin għax daqshekk dardruni daw il-fucking nies li huma maġġoranza ġa dan il-pajjiż. Imma issa niddeċiedi wara li tipo attwalment rajt l-statistiċi ta' min jarani fuq dan iċ-channel, mhux eżen indipendenti minn fucking TikTok, eżen fuq dan iċ-channel. Rajt li ħafna minnkom huma Maltin u biex qegħdin hawnhekk taraw il-videos tiegħi poġġu taraw tipo m'intobx tibbulijawni. Tifhem, like you're just interested in my shit, you're interested in me, you enjoy it, and that's that, you know, just like everybody else. And that gave me a bit of a wake-up call where I was like, you know what? Live in your truth, queen. Fuck bullying. I don't care if I get death threats. I will keep doing what I'm doing. It's like in my destiny or whatever. Come on, destiny. I'm gonna fuck off now. Happy New Year's to you. Cheers to the shit show that was last year, and cheers to a probably new shit show that's incoming this year. Woo! And I'm like, oh my god, time and place, and you did it at my birthday dinner. Hey!